It starts small. You post a photo, a thought, maybe a video. At first, you don't think much about it. But then, you check your phone. 1 like. 2 likes. A comment. That little rush in your chest? That's your brain lighting up like fireworks. Minutes later, you check again, refreshing the screen, waiting for that next ping, hoping someone, somewhere, is paying attention. And if the likes slow down, you feel a tiny sting. You start wondering if the picture wasn't good enough, if you said something wrong, or if maybe, you're just not interesting today. We've all been there, trapped in that loop of posting, waiting, refreshing, and silently hoping for approval. It's not just about sharing our lives anymore, it's about proving our worth. And here's the thing, it's not your fault. Social media was built to keep you craving validation. But the truth is, the more you chase it, the less satisfied you feel. Today, we're going to explore why your brain craves online validation so badly, what it's doing to your mental health, and most importantly, how to break free without giving up the joy of being online. Why we crave validation. At the heart of it, craving validation is part of being human. For thousands of years, belonging to a group meant survival. If people accepted you, you were safe. If they rejected you, you faced danger. So our brains evolved to seek approval as a way to protect us. Back then, validation came from eye contact, smiles, and real conversations. Today, social media has taken that same ancient system and supercharged it. Now, instead of waiting days or weeks for social feedback, we can get it instantly, through likes, shares, comments, and follows. Every notification sends a tiny dose of dopamine through your brain, making you feel rewarded and valued. But here's the problem, the more you get it, the more you need it. And just like any other dopamine-driven habit, you can build a tolerance, meaning the same number of likes that once made you happy now feels like nothing. The online validation trap. The dangerous part is that online validation is unpredictable. Sometimes you post something and it blows up, other times it barely gets noticed. This uncertainty is addictive. It's called variable reward, and it's the same principle that keeps people hooked on slot machines. You never know when you'll hit the jackpot, so you keep coming back, refreshing again and again. And here's the sneaky twist, even when you do get the validation you want, it doesn't last. That's because likes and comments are temporary boosts. They make you feel good for a moment, but they don't address the deeper question your brain is really asking, am I enough? The emotional cost of chasing approval, constantly seeking validation online, can leave you anxious, distracted, and insecure. You start measuring your value by numbers on a screen instead of the quality of your relationships or the things you accomplish offline. You might compare yourself to others, feel jealous when they get more engagement, or post things you don't even believe in just to get approval. Over time, your sense of self becomes fragile, always dependent on how other people react. How to break the cycle. 1. Become aware of the pattern. The first step is noticing when you're reposting for connection versus when you're reposting for approval. Before you share something, ask yourself, would I still post this if nobody liked it? If the answer is no, that's a sign you're seeking external validation more than genuine expression. 2. Limit the feedback loop. Instead of checking your notifications every few minutes, set specific times to go online. This breaks the instant gratification habit and teaches your brain not to expect constant hits of approval. You can even turn off push notifications so you're not tempted every time your phone lights up. 3. To build self-validation offline. The most powerful way to stop craving validation online is to give yourself the validation you're looking for. That means celebrating your own progress, keeping promises to yourself, and surrounding yourself with people who value you beyond your online persona. Simple acts, like finishing a workout, learning a skill, or helping a friend, can give you a deep sense of worth that doesn't depend on strangers' opinions. 4. Post with intention, not expectation. Share what you truly care about, not what you think will get the most likes. When your posts reflect your real thoughts, interests, and values, you take the focus off external approval and put it back on authentic connection. The freedom of letting go. When you stop chasing validation, something amazing happens. You feel lighter. You post because you want to, not because you have to. You start living more in the real world instead of constantly checking your phone. And you begin to measure your worth by things that actually matter: your kindness, your growth, your experiences, your resilience. Online validation will always be tempting. It will always feel good in the moment. But lasting confidence comes from knowing who you are when nobody's watching. And once you learn to validate yourself, no amount of likes or lack of them can take that away.